Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 17 of Motorsport Manager. Today we take on Tondela for the second time this season. Last time out, mixed result. We had one very good finish and one non-finish, costing us a fair amount of points. We also decided to start building our telemetry centre. That is now under construction and will greatly increase our gearbox development in the future. Before we continue on, note we've got some mail. I really should have covered this at the end of the last episode. I'm gonna offer heads up on that, but it's killed our marketability because oops. 25 plus morale for home race winner. How's that affected our marketability? Back down to 3 star, so we're at 4 star. Wrong time to do it as well. Actually, just going to put my headphones on. Also, apologise for the green screen, guys. I'm recording this quite early in the morning, and for whatever reason, it's just not picking up right. Despite the fact that I've got all the lighting I can aimed on it, it's just not. I've had to even adjust my settings. I could get the green screen out, but in return, basically, I was a green screen. I don't know what exactly went wrong with it. Hopefully I will be able to fix it for the next episode. If not, I apologise. I'm binge recording today, so please bear with me on that one. We'll get rid of that, and we've got notifications here. So 9-4 for 8th. I think 9th is probably the best here. You get the upfront payment and the slightly more money. We'll actually maybe use this as well. 4th is just too much. Is 1 million up front, but again 750,000, and we can maybe make a bit more money over the course with this sponsor of Wanchai. Wanchai sounds more accurate. Looking at that screen to talk to you is because the logic that's the screen I'm recording on. I do apologise, guys. I will try and look at this screen, just where I've got the camera and the game set up, which makes a lot more logical sense. Car wise, we're above average for brakes for the first time. We are getting there with the gearbox. Of course, that development will probably come next season, and our suspension is going in the right way as well, although it's still below average on both of those. Got more scout reports coming in before we head to Tondela. Reliability work's going to be done soon, so let's have a look at everything here then. I guess it was going to be done one day after the race. Let's go for something like this, and get the max performance boost that we can out of it. Just a little thing. Inqui, Wonderkid and Cherry. Feedback plus do, okay, and we'll be better feedback as well. I like the look of this guy, if I'm honest. I'm gonna add him to my favourites. Antonov being a very good driver around us. Marketability is okay. I actually quite like Antonov as well. He's well-rounded stats. There's not really any bad stats there. Good fitness, good focus. Feedback would improve with us as well, which would make that slightly higher up. And everything else is quite consistent, which is quite a good mix to have. So worthwhile adding on there onto the favourites. I've just invested a lot of money into the HQ. Please leave me alone. Performance work is done. Done at Ost. Right, so minus 30 morale. It's not the best by any stretch of the imagination. Smoothness and consistency quite weak, but the rest of the key stats really here are all good. Fitness is fairly important as well, of course, and so is focus, but fairly important. If we can have a decent reserve driver, she would actually be half decent. 96% marketability is what's really taking me here though. I'm going to put her on the list of favourites. We'll take that 9 for above. It's one position for an extra 50,000. Yeah, and there's no bonuses that trigger for that difference. So fit parts, I don't know why I'm looking at this, but I will just in case. I think I'm working on that. I think this is actually now the better one. So that was a good job, I did check. Yeah, that's the better one. Yep, fairly happy looking at that. Actually just going to quickly go into improve parts here and go remove. We'll do it after the race because you know what, let's give them the 4 days and we'll work from there. So what else do we need to improve? We can improve that, and we can improve that one. We'll do all reliability right now. They're the two things that's actually on the car, so that's the only things that we need to do performance on. Then we can do reliability on stuff on the second car, the likes of this suspension, this gearbox. I think the brakes are done on both cars, to be honest. Yes, they are. And so we maybe just do the engines, get them up to 100%. We should have max reliability cars for the next season. Anyway guys, I'll jump into practice, I'll do that, and then I will come back for the race in Tondela. And we're back, having recorded, missed a practice even. So, my words are going all wrong. As you can see, we finished 7th and 20th, not the best practice session in the world. Almost a second and a half between our two cars. In fact, it was a second and a half. But I didn't push either car at any point, so I don't really know the difference. Frankie is really starting to decline now, which is maybe the issue. Maybe we'll replace him at the end of this season, even though it will cost us a bit of money, and we maybe do not replace with a pay driver, which will cost us money next season. Level 3 in everything, always positive. And as you see, set up almost perfect, just one green between them. So 25 laps race, the tyres will last 8. Okay, so 8, 16, and then a longer session on the last one maybe. I'll actually go neutral, neutral, and attack. Remember, tyre wear being quite high here as well, for some reason in my head. So hopefully it's not too bad. Again, apologies for the green screen. We'll try and sort it for next episode. Unfortunately, I'm recording early in the morning and it's just not. There's nothing I can do helping it. I've tried literally everything. I was trying through the practice session to try and fix it. Doesn't look too bad at the minute, right enough, but hopefully it will stay like that. Frankie is on an absolute stormer up into 4th here. Ellie in 8th. She's got the better setup, but Frankie right now, or the setup she's more happy with. Frankie though, steamrolling his way through. A couple of cars. Holding on in 4th with the quickest 3rd sector of everyone in that last lap. And he's closing up to the front 3. Don't get held up, don't get held up. Beautiful move in the middle of 2 of them. Only managed to get 1 of them, but still good enough job for me. Sa is a very good driver and a very good car. Unfortunately, we've lost a couple in that first corner, which is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. We're going to go down to high on the fuel mode. Ellie up into 5th and 4th now. Maybe just about passes Frankie. So our lead car is now our lead car in the race. What's the weather like? Looking dry. All good right now. She goes purple in the 3rd sector. Ellie doing a bang up job here. Smoking away down the straight. And again, just pounding in, trying to chase in Calvacanti. Sat will win this race, no doubt in my mind, just because of his grid positioning. In fact, he started quite high up. I mean, I don't see him staying behind Marchetta for too long, and then he should just drive off into the distance, the same as we done in the last race. As much as I would like to think that we're okay. So if we can make it to lap 8 here, we're in decent shape for making it to the end. If we can't, we might be in trouble. We might have to go for 2 medium tyre stints, which would detract from our bonuses and what has you. I actually just lapped a couple of cars as well with Ellie Marsh. I assume they've had an accident to be so far behind and pitting already. Frankie Kinney dropping down into 9th right now. Sponsor bonus obviously is 9th, but it's an extra 50,000 for one extra place. It's worth the risk of taking that 9th place over taking the 10th place option. Track still looking dry for the foreseeable future. Worth checking that before we go into the pits. Ellie all over the back of Cavalcanti here, just cannot get past him. Says maybe a bit unlucky. Right, so pass this pit. We're going to go for it now. Pit at the end of this lap, please, Ellie. We'll get another 8 laps out of you, please. We'll go for a little bit extra just to stay on high mode. And we'll do the same with Frankie, although he's actually probably not going to be able to do the extra, the 2-stopper like a planned. His tyres are really going off, although it's only a couple percent more than Ellie. So hopefully he doesn't lose too much time with the tyres around this lap, although I expect him to now that he's hit the cliff almost. But I almost expect him to start falling back quite a bit now. So yeah, not the best in lap. No stack though, which is good. Medium high, he's actually medium high. Ellie comes out in 5th behind McLeod, who's on medium tyres. Cavalcanti hasn't pitted McLeod. Tyres are off the, dropping off the cliff here as well. Can we get past them before the pit stop? No, we can't. But we should jump Cavalcanti in the pits. We have, no we've not. We've actually lost time there against the medium runner of Cavalcanti, who got past Sa, although lost that place instantly. So Ellie in 4th place right now. Decent gap behind her, decent gap in front of her, unfortunately. Can she hound in that medium runner of Cavalcanti for a podium position? We will finish this race on medium tyres because we can't do enough laps on the softs, unfortunately. We maybe could by conserving tyres, but I don't really want to do that. I think that's a much slower way, although given all the perks actually it might be worthwhile with Kinney to do that. She gets all the bonuses from being on softer compound tyres. In fact, I think Ellie might as well. So it might actually be worthwhile. It's medium here rather than a soft and super soft or a soft and ultra soft. So we'll be losing that bonus if we don't use it, so it might be worthwhile actually just conserving tyres for the last stint. She is catching up with Cavalcanti though. She's on the technically the faster tyre. She's got an okay car underneath her. Come on, Ellie. Frankie down in 10th though, not ideal from Frankie, but again, decent performance. With about another 4 laps to go until the pit stops. She is doing an okay job. Gap to Cavalcanti is down to 1.1 seconds. It was 2.7 when she came out the pits. I don't know if we'll have enough time this stint to do it though. And our pit stops seem to be a lot slower than what the AI is doing this right now. Particularly, remember losing a lot of time via pit stops to other drivers, and this race has highlighted it again. Despite the fact we've got 2 very good pit stop mechanics, suggesting we should have faster pit stops, although if they're using the fast pit stop trait and not having any mistakes. That's a beautiful move from Ellie Marsh. Right down the inside at corner 1, turn 1. And hopefully she can really just drive off into the distance to slowly really close the gap on Marchetta. Wouldn't expect her to do it, but she is closing the gap. It's down to 3 seconds already. It was 3.3, and she's got a gap of 1.5 and increasing to Cavalcanti in 4th. Actually, we will put Frankie Kinney. We will put him onto the medium tyre. There's just no way we can do it. It's just, unfortunately, his car's just not good enough, and his driving style is not good enough to maintain the tyres. We'll put Ellie onto overtake mode. We'll put her onto another set of these softs. 9 laps remaining. Yep, that's fine. Ideally we're going to mediums, but what I'm going to do with Elliot is conserve. I'm going to split the strategy, put Frankie onto the mediums and Elliot onto the softs with a conserve strategy. So we're going to go conserve and high. 5 seconds lost in that pit stop. Come on, team. Need better than that. Cost us so much time. We do have some clean air though. We've got a 7-second gap to the car in front, so hopefully we can just rein them in again. With our free air. But I think we're going to be well behind Calvacanti after the pits because this is not good enough. We are going a lot quicker than the cars in front though. That's a lapped car that's in front of us, so it shouldn't cause us too much issues with time wise. We are actually losing time. That's Sad's in front though, and he's a much quicker car, much quicker driver, so hopefully that's not too much of an issue. They're in the pits now. How far behind will we be? Right behind Marchetta. Calvacanti's jumped Marchetta in the pits. Oh yeah, come on. Oh, it's not good. Good job, fill down there, please. On Frankie Kinney, who's up to 7th after his second pit stop. So it's worked out okay for Frankie. Ellie's not got the pace on this conserve strategy though, unfortunately, but I don't want to risk anything else, so I'm just so worried about her making the end of the race on this set of tyres. But she doesn't have the pace that she did have. She is still gaining time against Elstad, who's behind slowly, but she's losing time to the cars in front, so the podium's probably now gone. That 5-second mistake in the pit stop would have actually put her ahead of Marchetta and right behind Calvacanti as well. She's really keen to bite us in the backside. Poor pit stop again. Don't know what more I can say. Frustrating stuff. You take a look at the gearbox, guys. What's wrong with your gearbox? Okay, we should be fine on medium, mate. Don't even know what to say about it, to be honest. Eventually Ellie does get past that back marker who would be in front of her, and she will now try and hound in cars in front. Kinda want to just give it another lap before we go on to neutral for the tyres, but I think the damage has been done for our race with that pit stop mistake. Though we are slowly gaining a little bit now, even on conserve. So with the last 2 laps, what I'm going to do is I'll go to neutral, so at the end of this lap. Why are you still not? You're on lap 23, so you should have enough. I'm going to just put you on low fuel just to make sure. It's a decent finish to finish 7th and 4th if we were still to do it. Probably our best finish for a while, despite the fact it's not the race win that we had maybe in the last couple of races, but it's still decent. Marchetta has now pulled away from us again. We're not even pulled away from this marker of McLeod, who's been a fairly consistently slow driver all season. Don't really know what to say about that, if I am honest. Come on, Ellie, just push it away. Got excess fuel now, you can go to the medium. Follow Ellie Marsh into her finishing position, which should be 4th. She's got a huge gap behind and a pretty big gap in front. Sat takes the checkered flag, predicted the race win for Sat a long time ago. Ellie comes through for 4th. Frankie should come home for 7th. Tyres are just about right on Ellie, so we've done the switch to neutral tyre at just about the right time. Frankie had to go in the medium. Worked out really well for him. He got the undercut on a lot of cars in front. Worked out very well, and no mistakes, made it perfect. So Sat, our race winner there in Tondela. It's decent effort from him, as always. Don't find that part, please. That'd be disastrous. So Ellie up to 4th in the Drivers' Championship. Frankie stays 13th. And we are now 4th in the Constructors, well behind Lucatelli, of course. But anything that we really get is a bonus here. We're not going to pick up a huge amount of points. Money, I don't think there's actually any money difference. But still, showing that we can finish higher in the championship shows good progress in terms of what we can offer. Next season, because we've got no risky parts to make, next season I'm not even sure how far our development's going to go. It's a bit unfortunate that we've lost 180,000 there. That's fine. We'll do the interview just to get rid of it for the next race. Getting asked out Sat. Don't imagine he'd even be interested in coming to us. So yeah, I don't think we have any parts that we can do the risky, because that's what we've got just now. There's no risky option anyway. No risky option. And the risky option we already have here, so there's not a risk option available to us, so we're not going to have that big jump this season compared to what we had last season. Our brakes are really good though. Our suspension is okay. Our gearbox is okay. So if we just continue the development the way we have, we'll have better gearbox available to us next season as well. So hopefully we can manage that. Other than that, I've got nothing more to say. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully catch you all next time.